We're recording. Good. Right, I'm prepared. Episode 59, Thursday, the 21st of May, 2020. Nice sunny day, another hot one, I think. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. I got up nice and early, had my breakfast with Oscar in the garden, and it's good. I'm going to take him for a walk in a minute. It'll be good.
Oh yeah, your turn today. You always make it sound on here as like you do everything.
Well, everyone knows I do everything because you tell them that.
I'll give you an insight, viewers. Yesterday, you might remember I've been mentioning an Andy Poppleton recommendation of Friday Night Lights with 76 episodes. I was up to episode 16, well ahead. Dawn wasn't interested, watched a couple. Then I discovered she'd watched 5 episodes yesterday afternoon. So that's what she gets up to. Other than
No, I'd started from 17. I only watched 3.
Right, okay.
So you just assume that I've been sitting there watching it all.
Yeah.
I hadn't. I got wherever we leave off or wherever you were up to, I rejoined. So I've only watched 3.
But it puts me in mental anguish. You know, I could have watched a couple last night with you.
I don't discuss it with you. I don't talk to you about it. I leave you in suspense and let you find this. And it's funny because some of it is like almost like deja vu that I've seen before. So I may well have watched the series when it came out. I don't know.
No, okay. Oh well, I don't know how I'm going to catch you up. So we can watch peacefully.
Well, you normally watch it in the gym, etc. So I'm not going to watch any. Stop for a minute. I'm not watching any today. I'm too busy. All right. Okay.
Another thing I realised, we're going to get onto the music in a minute, and for the first time ever, we had a rollover.
I know. You were very pleased with yourself, weren't you?
It was guessed correctly in the end, but I realised perhaps that's why the viewing figures shot up yesterday. It's not because more people are interested. It's because a few people are just getting frustrated and keep rewinding and watching, coming back in to listen to the music.
Oh dear. Do you mean to say you're not as popular as you thought you were? I wouldn't worry too much, dear. It's fine.
So my theory is we've got, instead of 100 odd watching, of friends and family watching each day, there's about 12.
Oh well, if we keep 12 people sane during these tough times, then that's fine. I'm happy with that.
I think there's a couple out there of those 12 that I don't know how to put it. They're coming up with some interesting feedback. So put it that way. Right. Okay. Let's go on to the music because we'll use up our allocated 20 minutes or roughly 20 minutes. Yeah. Barry Royden. Good on Barry. I didn't think it was going to go to this. He got the England World Cup squad. 1986, we've got the whole world at our feet, which linked in with the Proclaimers from previously. We will walk 500 miles. Barry's link though was walk and feet. He missed the fact that I had about half a dozen packets of Walker's crisps at the back, which was supposed to link with Gary Lineker, who was the top scorer in that World Cup. But there you go. I thought he found a very good link. You couldn't deny it. Feet and walking, they come hand in hand, don't they? Well, not hand in hand, foot in. But, so yeah, well done, Barry. So we're on to the next one.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and play a note.
Okay.
You ready? Here we go.
Ready.
Did you hear it?
Yes, thank you.
Good feedback yesterday. Mark PK was certainly, he's making up for missing 56 episodes or whatever. But Mark PK had a little spare time yesterday because he's been trying to get up his practice. Yeah, Springbank Clinic at Sevenoaks. If anyone's got any physical or even mental issues they would like to discuss with a professional, get in touch with Springbank Clinic. Even if you visit, they've got personal protective equipment there. So Mark's been very busy setting up. So anyone who can give him some business, plenty of decrepit old people struggling with niggles.
Be careful of what you're saying, honestly.
Watch this, like myself. Get in touch with PK at Springbank Clinic, Sevenoaks. Right, here we go. Here he is. I said I'd give him a nice photo, but actually there's no better photo than this one.
Was that when he fell over?
Yeah, fair play to him. That's 9 miles cross country around Parliament Hill, Hampstead Heath. That is the South of England cross country championships. Mark, despite being the wrong side of 50, coped and falling over, coped admirably with it. So, and he's a great ambassador for the club. He's the veterans team manager. I was going to get a photo of him officiating as well, because he chips in with that, and yeah, helps in any way he can. A great supporter. So thanks, Mark. And if that's not enough to sell Springbank Clinic to a few people, I don't know what is. Right, feedback. Well, we'll start with PK. Intriguing one, this, because he'd been up Dibden Lane near Sevenoaks with a couple of black bin liners, responding to the fact that people were fly tipping, and he was picking up rubbish. And funny enough, he was challenged by a landowner up there who thought he was tipping it rather than collecting it. So he had a rather good exchange with the guy, who he thought was quite aggressive to start with. But I looked at the map, and Dibden Lane's nowhere near where Mark lives, so I'm not sure what he's up to. Perhaps he was up there.
Well, the problem being is, if you're running and you look at it, it's so terrible to see that people just can't be bothered and throwing their rubbish all over the place. So I suspect that he probably saw that the area, perhaps someone had a picnic there or something, and he probably thought, oh, this doesn't look very good, and he, out the kindness of his heart, he went to sort it out.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if he runs past it every day, there's nothing more annoying than seeing a great big pile of rubbish that some inconsiderate person can't be bothered to pick up.
No, it might have been Graham Saker coming down from Sittingbourne and dumping it.
No, he hates fly tipping. You stop it.
No, Graham's definitely rattled by rubbish, and he's what's worrying him in this crisis is where all the old personal protection equipment's going.
Well, that's a good question. Some of it is washable. Some, like some of the specialist gowns, etc., they're all washable, etc. As I know that they've asked for bags, and they're making bags, so material bags, so that they can put all their clothes that they're changing out of into the bag, so the bag just goes in the washing machine, so that stops that. But the masks and the apron, the plastic aprons, are all disposable, and I don't really know what's happening with them, but they have to dispose, the hospitals have to dispose of them in a orderly manner. Right? I've seen people collect them. It's a bit like the syringes, etc. I don't know what happens to them. Sorry, I can't tell you. So I don't really know, but that's what happens at the hospital. I know that for a fact.
Hopefully, somebody will put Graham at peace in that front and give him an answer.
Yeah, perhaps somebody who's worked at a hospital. Louise, are you there? If you are, help Graham, because I haven't got a clue.
Just quickly, PK inspired me, and I'm going to have a section on unsung heroes, which I'll explain after we've just done the feedback. Lots of feedback about the veterans athletics starting at 40 instead of 35, which I proposed as one of those silly rules. Just about everybody agreed with that. Well, I think everybody did agree. Duncan Black pointed out that the swimming veterans start at 25. Imagine that.
Well, I think swimming's slightly different, because they do so many hours, don't they, to get to that type of fitness, etc. So I think it is slightly different. And I think the lifespan is, if someone's at 30, there's only a handful of people that I can remember are still swimming at competition level at sort of like 30, etc. There's not too many of them, is there?
No. Hubert from Canada understands that Captain Tom, or Sir, is getting a knighthood, becoming Sir Tom.
He is Sir Tom now. He got his knighthood the other day, a few days ago. It was on the news.
I thought he had to go and see the Queen to get it.
I think the Queen isn't doing. It didn't do them, but he definitely got his knighthood.
Okay, good. And he thought we ought to get OBEs. I think the trouble is with these things, somebody has to propose you. I can't think anyone who would propose us, and not just for this, having a laugh every morning.
I
Really
don't.
OBE material, is it?
I don't think we're doing it because of that. I think we're just entertaining ourselves and trying to keep morale going and having something to talk about rather than someone screaming at you, which seems to be all that's been done on the telly at the moment. So
Yeah.
you know,
And I've let the side down anyway with all my speeding fines, and Hubert slapped me down for that one. Speed kills and all that. He's quite right, of course. I just found it a bit frustrating when it's like.
yeah. But in your opinion, who drives faster than in between you and me? Who drives the fastest?
You.
I thought, how do I never get caught for speeding?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I tend to get caught on the motorway really late at night when it is clear and it is safe. But anyway,
But you still should be speeding. So.
I'm not going to argue the point. I shouldn't be naughty. So,
No.
and he raised the issue in Ireland, single lane tracks. It amused him that with a hedge lined single train track of a road had 100 kilometres per hour speed limit. Well, and he was perplexed by this, but actually I've been out to Ireland and I've been in a car with some of those guys, and they do drive about 60 miles an hour through the lanes. It's quite frightening, really.
But the thing is,
tarnishing all Irishmen like that is a bit much, I know. But
the problem being is if you've got two people coming in opposite directions driving 60 miles an hour and you've got a bend, you're never going to see them, and there's going to be an accident. So at the end of the day, he's probably
that's where my O-level maths comes in.
Really?
Because their actually combined speed is 120 miles an hour.
Really? Well, that's what I can imagine, having a crash at 120 miles an hour. It's awful, isn't it? It's not very good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying to you.
I think Hubert is quite safety conscious because apparently he's aware of the Canadian campaigns for public safety. There's like adverts or commercials for even securing. If you're putting a ladder up, make sure it's secure.
I can remember.
Hang on, and don't overreach either. And it made me think of my 83-year-old mum up that ladder the other day.
Oh yeah, exactly. But do you know when Sky came and did a dish at our old house, they had to drill in a hole in the wall, put in a proper thing, and then attach the ladder to it before they could go up and fix the dish. So it was hilarious. And I'm thinking, well, why don't you just bring a mate to hold it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. And he's also, Hubert says there's going to be a massive issue going forward with you were talking about pedestrians and bikes.
Bikes, yeah.
Because e-bikes are coming in, and so that's going to be another motorised vehicle, if you like, around.
But I mean, my point yesterday was if a motorist is at traffic lights and indicating left, which is what I was doing, the bike lane is on the left, and the lights are changing, would you not engage your brain and think, I've got to wait for that car to turn left? And they don't, and that is I'm going to kill somebody if this continues, if they don't think about it and change some of the laws. I do appreciate that it is dangerous for cyclists to be on the road, etc., but now it's gone the other way, and then you have no way of actually controlling cyclists. You don't know whether they've done a provisional test, which is what we used to have to do at school before we were allowed to cycle to school. I just don't understand the willy-nilly approach to it all. It's just not sort of like thought through. I mean, I do understand why the councils are doing it, but on the other hand, I think you need to have a controlled manner in the way that you implement it.
But just out of shot, in your office, you've got your cycling proficiency certificates framed on the wall, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I mean, I can't even find my little badge any longer. I had it when I was little. You were given a little triangle badge to say that you'd passed.
I never took
it. Because I throw everything away, I probably have.
You would like to see that again. If you were me, you'd have it still. Anyway,
excuse me, I would like to have it still, because in a sense it's just cluttering up. Sometimes you have to let go of things. I'm really sorry, but you do.
You promised me you weren't going to tap the desk, and you started doing it because you.
Well, that's because I'm talking with my hands. You just get me agitated. I am sitting with my hands down here, and then of course I come up and then I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Could you just get on with it?
Yeah, I almost finished the feedback. Hubert, after all that feedback, didn't go and have a lie down. He went to finish his fence. So we're getting nearer. Finish that.
Hopefully it's finished. Well done, Hubert.
Yeah, and Grazia messaged in quite a bit. She's had quite a tough time at work this week, but she's okay, and she's still got enough energy to slag off Ocado deliveries with too much plastic. So there you go. That's the feedback. Let's get on to Unsung Heroes.
Yeah, Unsung Heroes. Let's hear what you've got to say then. Shush.
Yeah, I don't want people to feel that I've left them out. It's not about people, because some people are almost unsung heroes, but they enjoy what they're doing. And there's quite a few watching this who I know are unsung heroes in the normal scheme of things. But I'm looking for somebody like PK picking that rubbish up. That was quite out of the ordinary. Makes you think a little bit. I'm looking for that sort of thing. Have you got anybody you'd like? I've got 11 so far. I've put
11 people. Well, you better go then.
Well, I think the biggest unsung hero that I know about, who goes far beyond what's expected, is Jock, our bus driver. When he's working for Tunbridge Athletic Club, he must lose money on the weekends. You know, he stocks up with drinks, you know, water for the athletes, the odd beer we're offered from his cabinet. He helps move the tent around. He parks outside our house to collect stuff rather than up the road. He helps put the tent up. He even officiates in the summer. I mean, he goes far beyond.
I think he just, he is unsung in many respects, but we do appreciate him, and in many respects, and we always say thank you. So I think sometimes, some people, they do things because out of the kindness of the heart, or they enjoy it, and they're never thanked. And I think that's more difficult, isn't it?
We do thank him, yeah.
I do think that we do appreciate Jock. So I think he knows he's loved, and I think he really enjoys being part of our team, etc. So even though he's a bus driver, he's still part of our team, isn't it?
Yeah. Even before all the years that have gone by, first trip he went to, he put up prize money for the karaoke session in the evening. You know?
He just loves joining in. He's a very nice guy. So.
He even came on the national trip this year, a week after his girlfriend having a baby. So that was pretty impressive.
It's his fiance, not his girlfriend. So they got engaged.
He proposed on our trip, didn't
he? Yeah, before. Honestly,
I didn't record. Have we got time for another one? I didn't record. What time?
One more. If you've got 11, we better get. We're going to be here all day. Come on, one more.
I'll go with somebody called Dave Cordell at Blackheath Harriers. When so many fixtures over the last, 15 years, I used to turn up thinking I'd be the first one on site from a club with tents, chairs, all the kit. And Dave was always there. Normally beats me, getting up at a ridiculous time in the morning. Thankless task. He'd always be there, always be smiling. We'd have a little chat. Having got his tent up, he'd then come and help me put the Tunbridge tent up, being the only one there. And I probably didn't say it enough, but he really kept me going really a lot of the time, because nobody else was there when I would arrive. And so big up to Dave. I think he's retired from doing it now. I think we might not see him doing it again. We will see him again. He's all right, but there you go. That's another one. Yeah. You can tell me about the next one. Our post lady.
Yes, our post lady. She's lovely. She goes she never leaves a ticket or anything like that. She always leaves my parcels in the box or somewhere. If they're too big for the box, she'll put them somewhere else. I've got a boot box outside the door. So
where it is.
Well, it's only a big. Well, it's She doesn't put a parcel in there every day. It's only when they're bigger than put them in the letterbox. But she's very kind. And sometimes if I'm not home and I'm walking the dog and she sees me, we always talk, we always wave, etc. But she'll come back with my parcel if she thinks it's too important to leave. And I think that's really kind of her. And I always thank her. And she always gives Oscar some bones at Christmas. So she is lovely. But she's got horses and livestock. She just loves dogs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we see a lot of her because the amount of stuff you order off Amazon and the like. It's not...
I don't order off Amazon very often
She's
now.
best friend, probably. Yeah.
No, Amazon guys deliver Amazon. It's through the post that she delivers. But certainly through lockdown, we have had more parcels delivered through the post because that's probably the only method that people can get them out.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, I've only done 3. I think I'm guessing we're almost out of time there. I don't really bore people in these mornings. So thank you everyone for watching. We're Unsung Heroes. Anything that just gave you that little tingle, that's what I'm looking for, and made you think a little bit. That sort of.
Good luck with the music clue.
Oh yeah, good luck. No extra clues needed today. Cheerio then, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.